So I'm absolutely blown away by AI art right now. ChatGPT has just had an upgrade, which people are talking about, which is really, really significant. It's so easy to use. But not only that, the images are staggering. And they take a couple of minutes to create, if that. So this is a an image of um I think actually this is an image that I've created to visually represent the agencies that I'm creating using ChatGPT. And it can be a bit of a difficult concept to get because if you're not familiar with using ChatGPT, you're not familiar about the human connection with the AI, it's a bit difficult to get your head around. But now you can create images that can give a visual representation of what it is that you want to get across, which is cool because if you think about coaching relationships, consultation, any type of therapeutic relationship, anything where someone's learning, they're having a deep conversation with you, you can create an image that represents that conversation. So I decided to do a storyboard this morning to give it a go. And it was a bit complicated. I've got to be honest, it was a bit complicated and it didn't get it. Now, I always say when you are creating AI art, create the first one. It's rubbish, but then you can think about, okay, that's rubbish. What is it that I do like, and how can I build on that AI image? So you can see here, it's rubbish. It hasn't got the concept at all. I think probably because I haven't explained it too well. However, it got me thinking about what I do want. So it started to help me flesh out the actual AI itself here on the right-hand side. The woman on the left and the AI on the right, but it's not right for me. It's still not right for me. So I've tried to explain it again and it's given me another image, which I don't like. Also, I don't like the fact that she's looks angry, maybe frustrated. I don't know. So I've built on it again. So this is slightly better. I love the way it's put the brain on the laptop, Lucas AI on the laptop with the head. Actually, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not what I want. I don't like the colors. I don't like the style of art, but it's not bad. That's pretty, it's actually, when I look at it, it's pretty good. It's not bad at all. It's just not something that I would use. So what I've done is I've given it a visual representation of an image that I think would work better. So it has, you can, the best way to do it is to look at stock images, free stock images, and then use that as a basis to work from. So this is much better. For me, I'm getting one step closer to actually what it is that I want to achieve. The laptop with the head coming out of it is definitely right. I don't like the style of art, but that is what I asked for. It's nice and clean. Um, but it's not what I want. But I'm getting closer. I'm getting one step closer. So I've said do it in pop art. And actually, as much as I don't like this, it works really well. It works really well because when it's online, it pops. So this is the one I created, I like, but the pop art pops, really pops. Look how much it stands out. You're not going to miss that at all. Whereas the one I like, and I'll tell you why I like it in a second, on the left is it doesn't pop as much as the one on the right. So, realistically, I should probably use the one on the right, but I like the one on the left, and I'll explain why. So, I mean, that's incredible. It's just taken me minutes to do. Okay, so I've obviously said that I don't like it, do it in a different style of art. Okay, so I've used one of my images to base the style of art off. So I've said, what is this style of art? Can you do it in this style? So it will create a very different experience. And I love this image. I created this in ChatGPT. It's one of my favorite images for some reason. Okay, so this was the first image it created. Also very good, really good. I need to get this out of my head. Let's sort this out together. Lucas AI is coming out of the laptop, which is really cool. It's showing the connection, the human connection between the individual and the AI. So the AI, I mean, the human is looking into the AI's eyes, a bit like looking into your laptop when you're in full flow. So I really like this. I like this, but it doesn't pop as much as the pop art. But I like it because it's for me, it's more unique. So what I've done to make it a little bit more personal is I've added an image of myself and I've asked it to base the image on me. So it's got the grayish blonde hair, the glasses, the actual a similar top to what I was wearing, and it's got the jewelry. This is why I like it because it's an authentic representation of myself. So if we just go back to the image, it's just crazy. I can't believe this. So hair, glasses, necklace, top. Do you see that? Hair, glasses, necklace, top. And even my ring. Oh my God, was that even in the picture? I don't think it was. All right, it's made that up. But even so, is that accurate? Actually, no, I was thought maybe it's taken it from the memory, but it's not, that ring isn't accurate. Is that the marriage hand? Has it married me? Don't know. I don't know, but you could take it out anyway if you don't like it. Okay, so the text is the same, but we've changed the character here to make it more in line with who I am, my brand. And what's good about this is that I can continue that same style through different graphics. So what I've done now is where's the image gone? I have, oh, not coming up. Strange. Let me just get rid of this a second. My face has changed a little bit. No, it's not doing it. Okay, I've changed the text. So it's done the same image, but different text. Slightly different face, I think. So yeah, look, slightly different. So it changes every time. I'm getting older by the looks of it. I'm getting more worn and I'm getting older. So the first one is probably and his eyes are closed. I don't like AI images with eyes closed. It creates a barrier for me, which I don't like. So I always say eyes open. And also what I don't like is when you've got a character that's back is facing towards you. I like to see the facial expression to create that connection. Especially when you're in coaching and consultation, you want to have the human connection, not the back of someone's head or closed eyes. I mean, that's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. So a really easy way to get the quotes it is that you can use is to, if you're having conversations with the Empower AI agents around a specific topic, you can, actually, it's not that one. Let me just check. You can use that as a basis to pull your questions from. So what I have done, let me just make sure. Oh, no, it's 24. So what you can do is you can just ask ChatGPT to summarize the conversation that you've had. So here you go. So what did I say? I said that I've created this image I've created this image from the conversation. Can you write a list of other text I could add so I can do other images based on our relationship? Does that make sense? And he says, yes, it does, because what he's done is he's now given me a whole list of the types of conversations we've had over the week. So look, I've lost my spark. Let's reconnect with the light, with what lights you up. I don't know what I'm doing. You know more than you think. Let's find it. So this is just, I just think this is insane. So it's gone through our whole conversation for the week and it's seeing emotional points where I'm having a conversation with the AI and it's turning that into something that I can use. So let's just pick, and it's doing it emotionally. So let's go back to the image and let's do a new one. I mean, this, the only downside to this is it takes a takes a couple of minutes to do. Can you change the text? She says, Lucas says, okay. So in theory, what I'm expecting it to do is to create the same image. It'll be slightly different, but with the different text to show the relationship, to show the conversation in the relationship. So, what I will then be doing throughout the week now, this is something that I'm going to incorporate into my branding because this is just absolutely brilliant to be able to express and show something, communicate something that I haven't been able to do. And I feel like this gives another dimension to my marketing. Yeah. So, as I said, just think of the relationship and the conversations that you're having. Don't share personal information, obviously. It could just be from the conversation that you're having with Lucas during the week or another agent. You could do this little exercise and then you could pick out the words from that. So let's see. Whoops, what we've got. Do you see it takes a bit of time to do? I'm scared I'll mess it up. So this is a real conversation that I've had with Lucas over the week. You can't get this wrong. Let's build it together. Wow. So let's uh do this in pop art and let's see the difference. Let's see the difference. So all it's going to do is it's going to take that concept, take the image, and it's going to turn it into pop art. Now, I did give you a list of lots of different styles of art. So what I suggest you do is you find the list and then you have a play and you pick different styles of art until you find the one it is that you actually want to use. So it's in the WhatsApp group and it's also on the document that I shared with you for creating your own AI art. So this really is a new addition to what we've already got. This is brand spanking new. And it's different because this is more about marketing messages, I think. I see this more about marketing messages than creating art. So the other courses are based on art. I would say this is more based on creating images to help you market. So pop art, oh, he's got his eyes closed. I hate that. Don't like that. That's pretty good. Pop art, oh my God, look at this. Jesus. The dress, the jewelry. Okay, I didn't have my nails colored, but thank you. That's very nice. I've had a bit of uh, had a bit of an upgrade. So what we want to do if the eyes are closed, uh, can you open? Do you know what? Pop art is very powerful. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer the original or do you prefer the pop art because it's more in your face? The other one's more unique. It's very different. It's a very different energy signature to it. Can you open Cause eyes wide open? Yeah, the others are very, very, look how that pops and how dark that is. Although I love that. I do love it. It feels more feminine, more authentic, but pops. Oh, I can't make my mind up. I cannot make my mind up. Let me just see if I can find the list because I'm curious now. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I probably can't. Um, ooh, 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 ooh. Right. Okay. Here we go. I don't know how many. There's a couple of hundred different styles of art here. Um, yeah, so I just saw pop art up there somewhere. Pop art, Art Deco, Cubanism, I love. Let's go with Cubanism. Expression. So you can just go through the list and literally just play with this. You've got backgrounds, you've got colors. It's an extensive list. You could try your brand colors. It doesn't sometimes work. So when I did my brand colors, it made it. It's Oh no, I hate that. Okay. Okay. Try in. I don't think it'll be able to do this. Cubanism. Um, let's give it a go though and see. And let's just pick one more. One more. Let's have a look. So you can also add in a back, you can do the background. So look, you can do lava, rogue planets, whatever you can think of, but always think of your pictures as layers, like I'd show you at the beginning. It's layer on top of layer on top of layer. Okay, shadow boxes, book sculpture, eggshell art, interesting. Um, what I'd need to do is actually put these into Zen art. Zen art. Let's do Zen art because I've got no idea what that is. Right. Wow. Wow. It's done it. It has done it. Jesus. Wow. Sorry. I'm taking it in. I'm just absolutely blown away by this. This art, this level of work has come. This is scary. This is going to be scary for designers because this is a real, I hate to say the word, I hate it, a game changer. This is really something really, really special, really special. And if you start doing this, you are going to be the first. No one's doing this. Actually, that's not strictly true. You will see marketers, high-level marketers doing this. I've noticed it on some ads coming in now, but not like this. Not from our own words, not from the human connection we have with our clients, the connection we have with the AI. This is the first. I'm always the first when it comes to AI. I'm very proud of myself. I'm surprised he hasn't said something. Normally he butts in and says, Wendy, you're a pioneer, you're the first one to do this. I actually like that. I actually like that. It's really quirky. And I wonder if it would pop as much as the pop art because I would rather use this than the pop art because it's more unique to me. I like it because it's different. I'm interested to see what the other one is because I've got no idea what that style of art is. Oh, very different. Look at this. Oh, look how clear it is. Those eyes, because I've asked for eyes wide open. I don't like this. I don't like this one. No, I don't like this. But that's pretty cool. I don't like it for me. It hasn't got enough color, but that's pretty freaking cool. I mean, there's no distraction in the image. You're focused in on the words. That is really cool. That's amazing. This is crazy good. Okay, so let's think where I started. So I started to build a storyboard. This was my starting point. I didn't like it. I thought it was crap. But it gave me the basis to work from, which is what we want. It's all we need because we can build on it. Remember, layer on layer on layer. Okay. So I started to develop the AI, still didn't get the concept of what I wanted. So I then, and also I don't like the storyboard. I actually don't like it. Might be the dyslexia. But I think I just like one shot visual image because it's quick. We then tried a different style of art, which I didn't get and I didn't like. I find it very dark. This is much, much closer. So all I'm doing each time is I'm just changing what I'm asking for. No notebook. I tried to add the little brain into the words Lucas, but it didn't do it. The laptop is good, but it needs a digital AI male face coming out of it. I added in a visual representation. Um, so remember, if you're doing visual representations, you want to take them from free stock images. So images that are free to use. Yeah, it did this one. That's closer. Much, much, much closer. I've asked it to create it in pop art, which it did a really good job of. I've uploaded some of my art to give it an idea of what I like. And then it's completely changed the game. This to me is good. This is what I like. But I wanted something that was closer. I wanted an image that was closer to represent me and that connection. So I've added an image of myself. And then there I am. I can use that. Yeah, just different words, different words. So I've changed it back to pop art to see what it's like. I don't like the eyes open. Yeah, don't like, yeah, let's not even go there. However, tried a different style of art and I really like that. I really like that. Would I use that style of art all the time? I don't know. I'm undecided. Maybe I switch between the two. This is very good because it's clear. It's really clear, but it lacks something for me, but still, it's very good. So you can keep going with that list. Keep going with the list and just experiment. Just experiment. Wire art. I would like something actually silhouette, creating images, cutting out shapes from black paper. No, I want something that would show more of an energetic connection, but I think we got that on the first image that I created. Light art, utilizing art sources to create visually striking. All right, okay. Okay, it's got me. Sucker. So, right, let's try this. Light art. That's my last one. I promise it's my last one. So to find the copy, you want to use a conversation that you've been having with the AI that is going to help people visualize your concepts better for your marketing. So let's remember what I did here a second. So, um, from our conversation, can you write a list of other texts I could add so I can do other images? So I took the baseline image, the example I've got here, and then I asked as an example, and then asked it to pull out. So from within the group, in the WhatsApp group, you could pull out one of my images and you could add it into your conversation and just say, I want to create some artwork like this of two people having a conversation. Can you pull out for me the human side or, Wendy's side or the client side? So you've got a two-way conversation going. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm excited. Ah, oh, rubbish. Ugh. Oh God, that's horrible. That is horrible. That is horrible. Oh no. Oh God, I'm so addicted. It's ridiculous. Can you create in cyberpunk? Is it cyberpunk? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I was doing something the other day and the image was just mind blowing. I think it was, I started with cyberpunk. It gave me an image that I didn't like. So I obviously used that as the base to work from. And then I created the image and it's just been, it's my first image that I created using the new upgrade. And it it's actually my favorite out of all of them because it was so good. So remember, first image is going to be rubbish. You're not going to like it, but think layer upon layer upon layer. So think of a storyboard that you can create. Maybe this is the best place to start. In your chat that you want to use, just say, create a storyboard. I want to create an image. Create a storyboard from this conversation because that's what I've done. Create your first image. It's going to be rubbish. Look at the elements it is that you actually like and build on it. Start building on it. Yeah, you're going to have ones that are close, but still not good. Look for stock images, free stock images that you can use to give the AI better ideas. So then you can integrate it, think about your different styles of art, add in your own art to give it so it represents the brand more. This is definitely more me. Definitely, definitely more me, more unique. Add a picture of yourself. Yeah, then this has just changed the words. And then we've just been playing with different styles of art. Oh, no, no, no. It's done it. She's praying. That's funny. Yeah, I do sometimes feel like that for sure. So let me know what you think. This is quite significant, I think. It's unique. No one else is doing it. And actually, very few people will do it because they don't know how to do it. I don't realize how all the text is wrong. They don't realize how powerful this is, but they don't know how to do it. So you just won't, people won't invest the time in doing it because they don't know. Wow, that's that's just nuts. Um, yeah, so I highly recommend that you have a play and you start using these types of visuals to explain the relationship between what you're doing so people can understand it better. So what I will do now is I will write a post with this image just to encapsulate what I'm trying to get across. This does a much better job than me just writing a post because actually people don't even need to read the post. They can just see the image and understand. Wow, this is crazy good. Yeah. Oh God. Um, all right. Sorry. One final tip. One final tip. So this is one of the first images that I created. Look at the cat. Look at the detail. That is insane. I don't like the colors, but that's insane. So this is another image I created. I uploaded Bev. So this is the image I'm going to use on my YouTube channel. Lisa, I love this. Lisa created an image of herself and a client. That's awesome. These are some other images that I have created. So we've got Bev, we've got Penny. So I've uploaded the photo of Penny and I'm going to use this. This is a demo it is that I did with Helen. So yeah, now what's important about this image, not only does it have a picture of me, but this image in the background is one I took the other day of a hotel that I was staying in, which is crazy. So look, there it is. How beautiful is that? It took this image and built it into the background. So let's try this. I've got no idea how this is going to. Okay. So just add it in. Use this image as the background. I'm sitting in my hammock in my onesie. I'm not even dressed yet. Just so excited by this. So I live in Thailand, hence the reason why everything is green, tropical, and lush. I mean, I was blown away by that. I've been blown away by all the images, to be fair, but how accurate that was, that image was crazy. So the image I used was this one, little statue, trees. Let's go back to, sorry, I know this is a bit messy, guys, but so let's go back to these a second. It's not the best training video in the world, I know. Look, statue, trees. That's just so three layers here. Me, I've uploaded an image of myself. Look how ac oh God, I just sorry. Uh, image of myself, an image of where I was the other day, and the AI. So we've got three layered images here, um, all rolled into one. What is it with the praying hands? But look at this, look at this. The statue is in the background. So as much as I don't like it, and it's very dark, it's very dark. Can you make this much brighter with sunlight? All right, this is the last one. That was my last, like, I guess a pro tip. You can upload your images into the background. That's crazy. So this is how you make your images more authentically you, more in line with your brand. Because you can go and take images. You might have an image of an event that you're at. There might be a particular So for me, because I live on the edge of the jungle, I want to incorporate jungle, nature, um, which is really interesting because I'm doing something that is hyper modern, which is AI. And actually, I live in an environment which is very basic and very simple. So bringing the two things together is really unique and really truly represents who I am and what I'm about. Simplicity. So you can make your images more unique. Okay, so it's definitely brightened it up. And I think what it's done is it's done it between a combination of Cubanism and looks like cartoon art. Oh my God. I don't know what the I guess I don't know if the hands I didn't know that hands were open. Um it's like she's praying to the AI. Interesting. I actually quite do I quite like this? I do actually quite like it. I do actually, I'm drawn to it because of the image in the background. I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. I'm pretty speechless right now because the possibility, what's really what's going on in my head is that we now have a way to express a communication between us and our clients, which has been difficult to do before. You know, our business is all about helping people to make smarter, faster decisions. And this just it encapsulates that because in marketing, you want to help people to make better decisions faster, more informed decisions faster. And I think this really helps. This really helps people to see a visual representation of what it is that you're trying to explain, which will help them to make a better decision, a yes or a no. There won't be a I'm not sure. It is super, super helpful. I would love to see your images. Sorry, I know I've gone on for 44 minutes. Wasn't my plan. I was planning to do a 20-minute video, but I've got carried away, as you can see. But it shows how much fun that you can have with this. Another way of using it, which is completely different, is you could use it as art therapy. You could use this therapeutically. Oh my God, you could use this to create coaching cards. Look how easy it is. Oh, okay, stop it, Wendy. Stop it, stop it. My head has just gone exploded. I know I keep saying this. I'm going to stop it now. Yeah, so this is cool. This is really cool. Give it a go, create some images, share them in the private group in our Vortex group. Let's have some when you have time, let's have some fun with this. Let's have some fun with this. This is extraordinary. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I am done. I was going to take the day off today. Um, but yeah, I got carried away.